little Gucci on my lap. He's getting used to me slowly but surely. He's a little huffy, but I think he'll stop doing that after a while. Hello. He's never trying to bite me. What are you doing? Are you huffing? There's his little eye. Look at him. Bless his little heart. And the eyelid is a little bit, I guess, irritated. So that's why I have him on paper towels right now, to make sure he doesn't get any dust or anything in it. And I've been washing it out with a saline solution, try to keep it very clean. But the eye in there is very small. It's only about half the size of the other eye. And I think that's why his eyelid kind of stays half shut, to kind of protect that eye. But his other eye is just fine. Let's see your good eye. Let's see your good eye, Gucci. Let's see, there you go. Look how pretty you are. Are you hissing at me? Are you puffing at me? Why are you puffing? Groucho, are you hungry, baby? Are you hungry? I just made you a great big salad with turkey and mustard greens and squash. And today I threw in a few carrots. I doubt that you will eat them, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Yes, we are. What are you doing? Are you climbing? You're climbing up my chest there. Okay, this is Gucci's cage. It's a 55-gallon tank. He's got a giant rock water bowl there. I just fixed his food. I haven't given it to him yet. But it's ground turkey and squash, mustard greens, and a few carrots. He doesn't really like the veggies, so I try to mix in a variety and hope he eats some of them. He eats some of the greens and some of the squash, but I've never tried carrots. He loves bananas, even though that's a fruit, so I don't give them to him very often. But when his tray is empty, sometimes I give him a couple little pieces of banana and he'll eat them. But I have background paper on the tank now, so it looks a little better. And there's his hide until he gets a nice rock design hide. I built that ramp for him just to give him extra floor space and to make his basking spot warmer so he can get up to the heat. And he mostly stays under the paper towels in the bottom or in that hide. And I made him a little ramp to climb up and down. And I put some netting on the ramp so it'd be easier for him to climb up and down to give him more traction. And he wants to poop on the ramp. I don't know why, but you can see a couple of urate spots there. So I'm going to have to take that outside and hose it down. But I'm probably going to get some peel and stick tiles and put on the top up here, and possibly even down the ramp. So it'll be easier to clean. But this is his basic setup. He's got his heat bulb there and this lamp. And this over here is his UV bulb. I think it's a little bit big. I leave it on for about 12 hours a day. And I guess everything's set up pretty well for him. I just gave Gucci a few pieces of banana, and he loves them. I mean, he can't eat bananas fast enough. I think that's his favorite thing to eat. They're like candy for him. Of course, I don't give him very many because they don't need much fruit. They say about 10% of their diet can be fruit, so he only gets a few little banana chunks every couple of days. Oh, he's looking for more. Look at him. He says, "Daddy, ain't I cute enough to get some more?" You're very cute, Gucci, but we have to keep you healthy. Look at him. He's a little piggy. He's gonna lick the wood. There he goes. Oh, yeah. Ground turkey. Yum, 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 yum. Good, huh? It's good. You're a hungry baby. Oh, he's eating the greens, too. Oh, good, good, good big piece of turkey there. Chomp, chomp. Oh, there went some of those squash pieces. Another squash. He said, dang, they look like bananas, but they just don't taste the same. Turkey. Yum, yum, yum. Mustard greens. He said, Daddy says I have to eat my greens, so I'll try to eat a few of them. He seems to be a happy little blue-tongued skink there. He seems to be a pretty happy blue-tongued skink. Hello, Miss Baby Girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? She said, I'm letting my daddy love on me. She said, he doesn't like when he scratches my belly and rubs my belly. Her little motor's just a-going. Say hello, baby girl. Say hello. Hello, little girls. What are you doing? What are you doing? Mystic, you're looking awful lazy there. Mystic, what are you doing? Are you cuddling up with baby girl? Baby girl, I can hear you purring. You're such a sweet little baby. Yes, you are. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Mystic, you're pretty too. Mystic, you're pretty too. Yes, you are. Hello, ladies. Did I catch a lesbian affair? Oh, you don't have to get up on my account. You're just too cute. You're washing that pretty face off. There's Miss Medusa. Merlin is in there with her, but he's curled up asleep. They have been breeding, and her appetite has increased greatly as she's conditioning her body to breed. You can see her hanging down there. She's very, very alert. So it's early, early morning. It's still dark out. But this is Merlin and Medusa back there, and they are breeding. Let me see if I can get... Yeah, there you go. Look at their tails intertwined there. They're having some morning sex there. Oh, he's moving his tail. But there they are, curled up together. They're so cute. Merlin just loves to breed Medusa. Here's Phantom. He's in a 40-gallon breeder tank. And he's very active and very social. When you come into the reptile room, he comes out and he does this until you get in there and at least pet him or pick him up. But he'll come out of his little hide and say, pick me, pick me. He says, ooh, do I look fat on camera? None from the left, he said. None from the left. Shoot only from the right. Just kidding. But he's a very handsome snake. Now there's a very small chance that Valentine is pregnant. I never witnessed any copulation between her and Vicious, but that's Vicious beside of her, and she's kind of laying a little bit on her side, and her belly looks real big and real lumpy. She's like way up there, but look at her belly. It's just really large and kind of lumpy looking. See? Big lumps right there. Another big lump right there. And she's just really super fat. And look how stretched out her scales are. I'm really starting to think that she's gravid. Hello. My goodness, what a big girl you are. We hope to have lots of little babies. Let me see. Well, this is Icarus. He is a Leucistic Rat Snake. I've had him for a while, but he's got really big bugged out eyes. But he's really cute. And he's just pure white. He's beautiful. He used to be very, very hyper and would not let me hold him. He'd just jump right out of my hand, but now he's starting to get used to it. But he's got the biggest eyes you've ever seen. Hello. Hi. I see your great big eye. Okay, I'm going to show you a very little clip of Emerald Tree Boas breeding. See their tails intertwined there. Breeding. Yay. I don't want to shine it in their face because then they'll probably stop breeding, but look at that. She actually shed today. I actually took her outside and helped her shed. It came off all in one piece. Here's her shed here, all of it. Perfect shed. She looks like she may be starting to ovulate. But you can see there's definite pudge forming there. All around this knot where she's kind of spread out too. And that's another thing. A lot of the times these tree snakes will spread out some, so when they ovulate, so it's more comfortable for them. But look how thick she is back here. I mean, she's just so round and pudgy right there. Do you love me, baby girl? I love you. Yes. You're just as sweet as sugar. You're just as sweet as sugar, aren't you? Maybe even sweeter. Here's Miss Pregnant Buttercup. Pregnant for the very last time for sure. She was only with Nano during the move, and I cannot believe she got pregnant again in just about 3 hours of being with him. I'm not even sure the eggs will be fertile, but she's looking extra plump there. Yes, I know. I know. Pretty lady. Well, Mercutio's crawled around a little while, gotten pretty tired. I can see him there sitting, I don't know how much you can see, but he's just kind of piled up in my lap. You're pretty lazy sometimes, baby. Yeah, but that's okay. We all get lazy. Okay, here is Miss Medusa on my lap outside, getting some fresh air. I try to handle her a lot because she is the laziest tree snake I have. Very lazy. So I make sure she gets lots of exercise. Hello, Medusa. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Come on. Say something. She says something. Goodbye. Where are you going? Where are you going? She says, Daddy, has there been another snake crawling on you? I smell somebody else. Yes, there was. I'm busted. She says, you're in trouble. She said, you're supposed to check with me. Look how cute she is as she crawls up my chest. She said I could crawl much faster if there wasn't a camera in front of me. Okay, if you ever need to bathe your green tree python or emerald tree boa, which I don't really recommend because they do not enjoy baths. You know, some snakes like to soak in their water bowls and, you know, or take baths. But tree snakes spend the majority of their life in the trees. And while it's possible a tree branch could break and they would fall in a river, they don't like to swim. I mean, they just don't. They don't enjoy being in water. And I went back and forth arguing with one guy about it. He's saying, oh, and they're in different islands, so they swim back and forth. But, you know, the ones in different islands have different locales. You know, they're different types. So they were separated eons ago, and they don't swim back and forth for fun. You know, if they do get put in the water. You know, all snakes can swim, but that doesn't mean they enjoy it. Their bodies are not conditioned for it, you know. If you are watching the Discovery Channel and you see snakes that are swimming in water, that, you know, enjoy being in water and spend a lot of their time in water, those snakes move with ease and grace, and their movements are very fluid and comfortable, like they're gliding across the water. But when you take a snake that is not used to being in water and put it in water, then they start swimming sporadically. They're flipping out. They are scared and frightened. Their movements are not even. They're not calculated. They're not, you know, flowing, you know, smoothly. They're just, you know, they're flipping back and forth, and they're this way and that way and panicking and trying to get up. That's bad. The snake's going to get exerted, you know, it's going to stress it out, and it's not going to be happy. So please do not scare your snakes by forcing them into deep water. Anytime I bathe any of my snakes, even the ones that really enjoy it, I'd make sure the water is not too deep. You know, if you have a 12-foot Burmese python, you might be able to put it in a child-sized pool that's a foot or two deep, because it could easily touch the bottom and control its movements and not feel like it's going to be stuck or not able to get to the surface. But, you know, and if you put a snake in a bathtub, you know, with 4 or 5 inches of water, as long as the snake is several feet long, you know, they can touch the bottom and feel like they're kind of in control, and it doesn't flip them out as much. But, just keep that in mind. You know, just think about, you know, if somebody just threw you in the middle of the river and you weren't used to it, how you would feel. I mean, that's what the snake feels like when you put them in deep water. So just keep that in mind. This is Merlin. Like I said, he usually doesn't ever get baths because the humidity in his cage is very correct. You know, they stay 75-80% humidity during the day. And he never really has any problems shedding. He has already blued up, and now he's clearing back up, so he'll shed in a day or two. Even though he hasn't shed yet, he's still got very vibrant colors. You can see the blue and lime green, but he's even more vibrant after his shed, of course. He looks kind of skinny because he never eats in the wintertime, and he just started eating again last week. He always quits eating in the wintertime because he thinks he's going to breed, whether he is with Medusa or not. So I'm going to put him down, and the tub I have prepared has got about 1.5 inches of lukewarm water in it, and a towel for him to sit on, so if he wants to get out of the water he can, but the towel will help, you know, loosen up the skin and keep his scales moist and stuff. And you can see he's kind of sitting in the water, and he's not flipping out because he doesn't feel out of control. What are you doing, Merlin? And you know, anything with an open lid, snakes are generally not going to stay in. You know, it's like if you put them in a cardboard box, they're going to crawl out. They're very curious. So, when I'm giving him a bath, you know, letting him treat his skin, I do put the lid on it. Now, one thing that you need to know is there are little holes drilled all down the sides of this tub. So is he going to suffocate? No. Now, I don't know how many of you remember my rabbit Pierre, but I still have him, and he's doing good. He'll eat bananas out of your hands and everything, and or carrots or any kind of treat. But he's very stingy when it comes to food, so if you're actually going to feed him, you have to kind of hold it up to the bars and let him chew it through the bars, because if you put your hand down in his cage while you're feeding him treats, he'll try to smack them out of your hand, like, give that to me now. And so he's a little bit bratty when it comes to food, but he is actually one of the biggest bunnies I have ever seen. He weighs about 16 pounds. You just can't reach in and pick him up, so you kind of have to be careful. I usually grab him up here by his neck skin, and I put my hand under his bottom, because he does weigh a lot, and you know, it would probably hurt if I just picked him up by this. So I lift him up a little bit like this, kind of like this. So I kind of have control over him so he don't really kick, but I've got his weight supported. And then I kind of gently rest him down on me. And that's how I pick him up. And he seems to be doing pretty good. Here's my cage for the girl bunnies. There's Penelope right there, and over to the side, the left side, is Priscilla. And this cage is 8 feet long and 3 feet wide. And it's really big for them, because when I moved they couldn't really stay in the house. So, although in the wintertime I bring this entire cage into the basement so they don't get cold. But I put plexiglass in the back with some background paper so they can have a little bit of privacy. And it's open in the front. That is Priscilla. She is my Angora albino bunny, and she doesn't like me. I mean, she's just never been that friendly. I can pick her up and she don't kick or anything, but she doesn't come to me. But Penelope is a sweetheart. She loves everybody. And there she is. She only weighs about probably 8 or 9 pounds. And I have an apple for her if she wants to come get it. You want to come get the apple? You want the apple? Oh, yeah, you do. Come on. Get the apple. Come on, baby. There you go. Is that good? Yeah. That's good. What are you doing? You want the apple? She's so sweet. She's a sweet baby. Now Priscilla's getting jealous. There you go, baby. I'm gonna see if Priscilla will eat a little apple chunk out of my hand. There you go. Now Penelope, you're getting in the way. Come on, baby. There you go.